Hey guys, welcome back to another video. And today, I'm gonna be talking. Well, first, I should tell you this is me as a disembodied voice with just gameplay behind it. This is gonna be a commentary video. This is gonna be me talking about something that I've been wanting to talk about for a while, and that is the recent situation on Twitch with the whole hot tub streams. And I understand them. I kind of understand. Yeah, go make your money. That's totally fine. But what I don't understand is who's paying for it. Who are the people that are? Because I guess if you're like a 15-year-old kid and no, don't understand it. Don't understand. There's incognito mode. There's ways you can hide it, and most of them have. The weird thing also about it is because most of them have OnlyFans. So it's who's paying these women? Where's the money? Who's subscribed? The content isn't even that good. If they were making good content, making memes and stuff, I understand that. But then they're just being overly sexual, which also, Twitch, put an age gate on it. Please. 15 years or older. That's the perfect age for this. If you put a 15-year or older limit on how, just a 15-year or older limit on the that type of content, because it's very, very provocative, honestly. Very provocative. And it's just weird to me because most of the women on the platform have an OnlyFans. Of course, the link is not directly connected, but if you go to their link tree or something like that, or you go to their Twitter or something, you find it instantly because they're promoting it there. So I don't understand that. I don't understand who's paying, who's subscribing to them. I want to know. I would like to know. I would like to know who's subscribing to them. Because is it just a bunch of kids? Because I don't think it's grown men. I wouldn't see grown men doing that because they have OnlyFans. And then if you're a grown man, you have your own money. So, if you're a grown man doing this and you have your own money, I don't care. I don't give a fuck about you. But for the people who are still children and who are using their parents' monies to get subscriptions to these channels, yeah, we should, parents, make sure you know what your kid's watching, because that type of content is not something you would want your kid to watch. If I found out my son was subscribed, I'd rather have a deduction on my account from an OnlyFans than from a Twitch subscription from some Twitch stock, which I'm going to call them. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if I get canceled. I'm not even gonna get canceled because I'm not big enough to get canceled. Anyways, they're just in their bathing suits. They write names on themselves. They write names on the floaties that they are on, and they're in a hot tub. And that's it. And Twitch isn't going to do anything about it, because from what I've heard, Twitch had a conference. I think, I don't know when, but they had some type of conference where they talked about the whole hot tub streams thing. And they were like, yeah, so bathing suits are totally fine. I'm probably going to put the clip in somewhere if I find it. But from what I can remember, they said bathing suits are completely fine and in regulation to the code of conduct of the TOS of Twitch. But if it gets any more provocative or sexualized, then they'll do something about it. But the problem is, it's already technically sexualized because those aren't bathing suits. They're barely bathing suits. They barely cover anything. If they were wearing full body bathing suits, I would be fine with it. But they're wearing micro bikinis almost. It's very close to E. It's the E territory. To where I'm yo, why? Who's? And then I'm still wondering who's paying for it. Who is paying? I have no problem with the women showing off their body. I have no problem with it. I'm not saying anything. The problem I have with it is who's paying for it. If it's a bunch of kids, that's not a good thing. If it's a bunch of kids subscribing monthly and their parents don't know about it, because they're little rich kids, and their parents just don't check on them, their internet history or anything like that. Then, like, what? It's probably just a bunch of 15-year-old boys with their parents' credit cards, and they're just kind of boop boop making purchases. Honestly, Twitch should probably start what I'm thinking of. Twitch should probably start making sure the card info connected to the account is the same, like, kind of regulated, so where, adult parental guide, like, kids shouldn't be paying for subscriptions, monthly subscriptions, or like at least, or Twitch subscriptions at least. Like, I don't think kids should be paying for that. I understand YouTube's join system. Like, oh, you can join the channel, you can watch, you get certain perks here and there. Okay, completely understandable. And that's like a monthly thing, but it's like at least the content, the content they're watching is most likely going to be kid friendly, comparatively to Twitch, where they're like, oh, we don't really care that much about, honestly, content here. Here's some gaming content where we started off with. And now we have a bunch of people on the just chatting section, which I like when they first came out with just chatting, I thought it was, oh, it's just for when you're like on lounge time, or like, oh, you don't feel like really playing games right now and you're not in the mood, so you're just chatting, or like you're just starting up the stream, so you're just in the chatting section. But no, it's just overrun with a bunch of women like showing cleavage, basically. Like, it's just overrun with women showing their cleavage, and they're just getting subscriptions, and they're just sitting there, and then they don't play. Sometimes they do play games, and I'm totally with that. I don't care, as long as you're making content, not just sitting there and farming like money, basically, because that's not content. And I feel like, well, me as a man, I can't do that, and that's not fair. And we're on the same platform. Like, I understand that's why the platform should be like not genderly separated, but separated of what type of content. Like, it's not really separated of what type of content you want to watch. Oh, here's a bunch of women showing their cleavage, and then here's a couple guys talking. Here's like a podcast debate thing. Here's this, and there's a bunch of other stuff too. But from what I know, it's like, from what I know about Twitch, it's just a lot of Twitch thoughts, like a lot of them. And like, I don't have a problem with the women making money off their body, but at least don't do it on a platform advertised to children. That's the problem where I have it. That's where I have the problem. It's a platform advertised to children with a bunch of over sexualized content on it. Like, that's not, I don't think that's legal, but somehow there's still, I guess it's some type of loophole, because they don't advertise those type of streams, but then those are the top streams on in the just chatting. When you go into the just chatting, it's literally the top stream. Like, you could go there at any time. There's probably 3 hot tub streams on top. I'm like, what? It's just like, there's too much of it. First of all, we don't need all that much. Second of all, if you wanted to show off your body, there's other places to do it. Third of all, Twitch, do something about it. I don't know, age restrict it or something, because that type of content, you shouldn't be advertising to children and then also having that type of content. That's not a good idea. It's not a good, because you could get sued. I mean, Twitch could get sued for false advertisement. Maybe not false advertisement, but advertising to children with adult content, because a judge might see it a little bit risque. Because they're in the bathing suits that they're in. They're barely bathing suits in the first place. Like, they're just like, it's like, oh, a girl with a big, a thick girl on a stream just laying down in the sun. That's content. I can't do that. That's not fair. First of all. Second of all, who's still paying? I don't know how. Who's donating to them? Who's donating to people that just sleep on stream or something? Like, that actually happens. And I don't know. The only way I could sleep on stream is if I was tormented for the fact I was sleeping on stream. Like, Too Mad has done it before, where he does a sleep stream where he just has blasting stereo speakers on him. So whenever he's about to sleep, it just plays this blasting sound, and then when they donate something, I'm like, okay, that's totally fine. That's content. But I'm already 10 minutes into this. I went on a rant just now. Anyways, I just want to know who's donating to him. Because, like, if they have an OnlyFans, I'd rather you just subscribe to their OnlyFans. Because that way, at least they have one source of revenue, but it's like, oh, we have multiple sources of revenue, and then they probably also have merch too, now thinking about it. So there's people buying the merch too. Wow, these girls are just really just fucking over the system right now, really. That's what they're doing. They're just, hey, let's just they're using the system against people. Well, not against people, just using it and abusing it very hardly. And Twitch won't do anything about it. Twitch is not going to do anything about it for until they get into a legal case. They're not doing anything about it. And I also heard there's some type of crazy statistic with the amount of people that leave Twitch to go to other sites, that go from Twitch streams to other sites, the other sites, the ones with the more 18 plus content on it. There's a lot of that. And yeah, that's gonna be it. There's a lot of pauses in this, but I'm not gonna edit those out. Anyways, I hope you have a nice day, and I will see y'all later, and peace out.
Where is Danny anyway?
How to leave my ex in the past, don't waste my time. I know, I'm not your type, I know. I had to send her back home. Boom, 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 I'm taking shots to your dome. Fuck nigga, I'm taking shots at your home. Dumb nigga, really acting tough, acting bold. I know, I know. Zoom, 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 I had to speak to the cast. Bombing jeans just to cover my ass. I like a bitch that